Hi, Sharon here, and today I have 6 things I want to discuss with you, but they're very quick things. So it's basically to address some of the key things that I think most people of our age group are either struggling with or they're not quite sure about. So let's go with number one, financial insecurity. So for likes of myself, for example, you have a really good job, you've worked every hour that God sends, you've worked since you left school, and you've got yourself to a certain position, and then you get made redundant, and it happens more than once. So that insecurity is something that is always at the back of your mind going forward. So if you've never been made redundant or you've never had that problem, then you are in a very small percentage of the country. So well done for that. But majority of people don't have that kind of luxury. So the next one is time freedom. So for most people, money isn't always the thing that gets people excited. It's the time freedom that they would want to have. So if you could do something which only took 2 hours and you earned a full-time income from doing those 2 hours, or even if it took you 6 hours, and you was working from home doing something you enjoyed, would that in kind of make you very kind of interested in how could that possibly be the case? Because you've been, from school, you've been conditioned into thinking that you have to go to school, you have to go to university, you have to get a job. If you don't have enough money, you have to get another job. So all that time is being sucked away from you. And don't forget, time is your most important and most valuable asset. You can always get money back. You can never get your time back. So this is, and then when you get to our time of life, which is post 40, obviously I'm a little bit older than that, you start to think more about this because we're on the opposite side of 60 then. And, we're moving towards that target, and most people are thinking of retiring. Ideally, you want to retire at 50, and then you can have a lot more time, to spend enjoying yourself while you still got your health and your fitness and things like that. So then the other thing that people really struggle with is they worry that technology is kind of moving too fast for them. They're not sure whether they've got the skills, whether they can keep up with the young people. And to be fair, there's a lot of things now that make it so much more simple. I've been doing, digital marketing things, not necessarily what I'm doing now, but in the past, oh my God, trying to create a website, say 5 years ago, was an absolute nightmare. You did need to be a tech person. You needed to understand code. You needed to be a graphic designer. But now you've got things which are plug and play, the template driven, generally speaking, and they're so much more simple. I've actually created templates for for people who work with me, and I share that with them to make their lives a lot easier. So that is not a problem anymore. It used to be, it isn't anymore. Then the people are like overwhelmed. There's so much information. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. They're spinning the wheels thinking, I haven't got a clue. Where do I start? So if you had a blueprint that taught you through what you did from A to Z, and you just implemented what they were saying and was, in a step-by-step process, would that be of interest? You never know, that might just pique your interest. Support, some people, myself included, I've paid for thousands, believe you me, I've paid thousands to try and get some support from people, who claim to be good support people. You pay the money and you find out that they know nothing. They don't know any more than what you already know, but they've claimed they can sell a good story. So I decided, and this was back in 2017 when this happened to me, I decided I was going to be a different person. I was going to be the person who people could come to, who they knew that they could trust, who was somebody who was, authentic, and I would, tell them the truth. If there was a problem, I would tell them the truth. And there's been problems with some of the things I've done in the past but I haven't walked away. I've always been there to support the people, and obviously, where I could. So from a support point of view, you've always got myself to help you, to guide you and that kind of thing. But with regards to the business that I'm working with, the support there as well is a whole community of people. So it's not me. It's not 2 people. There's about, I think, 17,000, and it's growing significantly. So there's 17,000 people who've all got your best interests at heart. So that's another plus point for becoming open to looking at other things that may well change your circumstances. And then the last thing that I wanted to discuss was like the fear of failure. Everybody feels that. I mean, like, you know, I think when you're trying to learn something new, you always think, oh, but what if this, and if this doesn't work, what's my husband going to say? What's my friends going to say? And at the end of the day, if we all felt like that, and we all, you know, thought like that, then you would never do anything. And you've got to put yourself back in being a child. If somebody, you know, if somebody said that you couldn't do something, you would try anyway when you was a kid. But over years, you've been conditioned because of past experiences. You've been conditioned to, like, oh, just walk away. It can't be, you know, that it can't be that easy. It can't be this and it can't be that. Well, you know, if you just literally opened your mind to the possibilities that there are some good things out there that do work and they've got your best interest at heart. That's the key point for today's post, is about that, because I think there's so many things that trying to hold us back from reaching our full potential. And especially at our time of life, we need to move forward and make this last 10, 20 years of your working life into something where you can set yourself up now, so you've got a legacy and an income coming into you, you know, for you throughout your retirement, so you don't have to worry about your pension, because believe it or not, most people's pension pots have been reduced, and you're obviously topping it up all the time. My case, I've had my pension pot rifled a number of times through companies who've actually gone bust, so that they've been taken over by somebody else. And then they want to take, you know, obviously there's a management fee and reduction of 20-30% in the fund. You know, so for me, it's it's just a joke, really. So for me, and that's why I'm open to things. I always am. I will go into another story on another day about what I wouldn't do anymore going forward, because I've learned by my own mistakes. And by following the wrong people. But this today is basically about giving you the confidence that there is people out there to help. You can move forward. You can learn new things. It doesn't matter how kind of stuck you are at the moment. If if you're willing to learn, like, be coachable, you're willing to follow a blueprint, and you're open to the fact that you open your mind to the possibilities. So don't limit your beliefs in what is possible, and you will succeed. So if this resonates with anybody watching the video, put comments in the comments underneath this video for say ready, and I know that you want more information. Or if you want to DM me, if you don't want to put comments, you can DM me and I will have a conversation with you that way. But either way, I hope you found the video useful, and I will be back with you tomorrow. Now, you definitely want to be with me tomorrow, because I'm going to be sharing with you how you can create content for, it can be 30 days, it can be 90 days, it can be 200 days, and we can do it in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to show you that tomorrow. So make sure you tune in, or at least watch the recording, and I shall see you then. So bye.